In this video I will go over all the new brushes in Procreate 5.4 beta. You can watch part 1, 2, 3 and 4 on my YouTube channel. The links are in the description. The brushes are made by Kyle T. Webster. In this video I will cover the brush sets essentials, street art and comics. Because this is still in beta, the brushes may change. I'm testing this on an iPad Pro 12.9 inch with the standard Apple Pencil. So I cannot show you the hover function or the barrel roll function. Essentials. Essentials is a brush set with some very basic brushes. It starts out with the brush called Jaeger. This is a round brush with no taper. You can use it for static line art. Rigoruna is a basic tapered brush. This is great for drawing and inking with thick and thin lines. Stanley is a variation on the first brush, a round brush with no taper. Only the Stanley is much bigger. Great for filling in larger areas or use it for drawing big circles. Little Raven is a normal airbrush, but it's quite aggressive. If you want to make some nice gradients between colors, then you need to apply a very light touch. Bronte is a mix between a hard-edged brush, but with a soft build-up. There's a gradient within the brush. Anemone is a variation on the Bronte brush, but with a softer edge. Forester is also an airbrush, but with a more gradual gradient. This is a great brush for making nice gradients. Eddystone is a brush with 10 lines in the shape of the brush. This is an awkward brush in this brush set. This Essentials brush set is my least favorite in this new Procreate library. It doesn't add something new to the classic library. This street art brush set is probably inspired by the many walls in Hobart that are covered with street art. The first brush is called the Elizabeth Street. It's the street in Hobart where the building of the developers of Procreate and Procreate Dreams is. This is a very versatile brush that mimics a spray paint. It has soft edges and when you first apply it, it gives a bit of an indent and then wavers out. It's also a tapered brush. When you apply more pressure, the brush becomes bigger. Maidina has an oval shape and gives off a lot of paint. The edges are soft with some spray splatters. Biden Cope is an interesting brush. When you paint with it without applying too much pressure, it acts like a round shaped brush with a soft sprayed edge. But when you apply more pressure, the brush wavers out with some splatters. Anza is a very grainy brush with no taper. Great for laying down large areas or use as a backdrop for your street art. Stag is also a very grainy brush with an interesting shape. It's a more scattered brush, which gives a nice rough texture. Markham is a thick marker brush to draw outlines on your objects. It's a round shaped brush and has a hard edge around the strokes. With a lighter touch it becomes more transparent. It mimics a marker when you apply it on top of the shapes you've already painted. Wolf is a very grainy flat brush with a grungy feel. Great for applying texture to the background. Paragon is a stencil brush with a halftone pattern. A great last brush in this street art brush set. I think this street art brush set is the most extraordinary one in this new brush library. It's a nice add-on to the classic library. The last brush set I review in this video is the comics brush set. It starts out with Indigo, a nice tapered brush to ink your comics with a thick and thin line. New in Procreate 5.4 Brush Studio is Alpha Threshold. With this new feature you can turn your brush into an ink brush and remove anti-aliasing. Ambrose is also a tapered brush, but with a small jagged edge. Especially when you ink in a curve, the brush shows more grit. Franklin is a variation on the first two brushes, but it has a flat shape. In the curves, it has more calligraphic properties. Billy Button is a single line ink brush with jagged edges, to ink in a more loose style. Montezuma is a tapered brush with a halftone-like grain. In the corners it will show more of the halftone texture. Dragonheath is a brush with a tilted line pattern, nice for cross-hatching. Silica has a dot pattern, great for inking hard-edged gradients in your comic inks. Yellow Eye is the last brush in the comics brush set. The brush has a halftone pattern that stays the same regardless of the size of your brush. When you press harder, the halftone pattern becomes more dense. It's great for applying halftone gradients. I'm working on a graphic novel series called World of What If. The first volume is out and available on Amazon. I will leave links in the description of this video. I'm currently working on the second volume. I will just take one panel of chapter 4 and put these new comic brush sets to the test. The graphic novel is about a cartoon character, Horace Hippo, from the 1920s that was long forgotten. I bring him back to life in this graphic novel. The story goes that he was the first Dutch cartoon star, and the animation shorts were made for distribution in the Netherlands, Germany, and later on for the United Kingdom. In the retro flash, Horace Hippo relives his past, but he's misled by time. He's needed in the world of what if, a world of imagination. The world is in danger by the threat of artificial intelligence. One element is stolen by time that creates an imbalance. Horace Hippo has to restore the balance because the beginning of AI started out with animation. This comic brush set has a nice variety of ink brushes and grids to ink your comics. In the next video I will cover the last 3 brush sets in the Procreate library: Environment, Creative and Digital, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!